Good morning. We want to talk to you today in a recording that's going to summarize pretty much everything that we have been talking about thus far. In order for you to create the life that you want, you must know who you are, what you are, and why you have come. Who you are in this life is your human, your avatar, or your experiencer. What you are is a high energy source, or what you would call God. And why you are here is so that you can experience through that tool, that human, life, and expand because of it, and expand all that is because of it. We have had so many humans come to us and ask us about negativity and why it seems easy to go to that or fall back into that as a pattern or a way of living, and then create unconsciously or not in a way that you're wanting to. And we would tell you that what a human deems as an ego or egoic is their human in its negativity or in some of its responses to its life, you see. And why is that ego in place to begin with? Well, it's in place because a human has to justify or guard itself against any idea that it is negative or that it is not love, because it isn't. So it created this fictitious character, this ego, what others view of it. And this is what it uses as a shield or a way to justify itself in its negativity. Because it isn't negative. It comes from love. The source that funds that tool is from the pure energy source of love, you see. So as the tool experiences anything aside or other than that, it must move into justification. When it moves into justification, it reinforces that behavior or makes that stronger within you. And then this is the route or the choice, there it is, that you will take in the life that you are living, you see. You will become egoic, you will become the human, and you will make choices in lack, in greed, in haste, in waste, yes, whatever else it is that you would deem as negativity, because you have now aligned yourself in the justification that this is who you are, you see. But once you get this understanding now that there is a high energy source that is wanting and willing and capable of funding that human tool, and once you just let that human tool have its experiences based upon the life it is living, the life it has lived and its lineage, and you just accept it, that this high energy source will begin to flow into this human counterpart, and then it will be transformed or brought up to the level of love, you see. It's really that simple. So in answer to the question, why do I go to negativity? Because it is the only way you can shield yourself from a response that is not love. This is the choice that you make. This is the choosing or the picking, the condemnation, the judgment that one makes about themselves, you see. You blame it on someone else. It couldn't possibly be you. And it isn't you, because you're not it. You're not the human. So you must blame that behavior, the response that you have to the angry checkout, to the mate, to your boss, yes, to anyone that is doing something that is reflected back to you, that which is your behavior. You must then justify it by they are the problem. They're the cause of it. Because I can't possibly be that. I'm not that. So to some degree you have it right. And then to another degree, it's not really working out very well because you're stuck in the human, you're stuck in the negativity, and you cannot move from that point or place to create the life that you want to create, you see. So we've given you tools, and we have given the example of your Jesus, and we have said to you, he was persecuted and stoned and battered about, but he chose his own emanation because of it, because he knew that he was love. He knew that he was not that, so therefore he was not going to emanate that. That was not going to be his choice in suffering and in adding to suffering as he does this. He had this awareness. And why did he have it? Because he had perfected or opened his energy centers to the point where he became a pure conduit for his source. Did you know that you have energy centers? And do you know that you have the ability to open them too? And that you too can be a pure conduit for this source? And that this would enable you or assist you in your choosing. That this choice could start to become automatic. It could start to become easy. and the thing that you would just do as the source that you are. You would no longer be condemning the human every time it did something wrong. You would no longer be trying to work harder, study harder, meditate longer, sit longer, do whatever it is you do to become what you want to become, because you would have the full understanding that it's right here available to you. It's right here. It's already there. It's already attached to you. All you need to do is allow it in your knowing of it, of who you are, what you are, and why you are here. We have just given you the answer to that. Yes? So when you feel that sting of negativity of life, temporarily, you have to recognize that your human counterpart is drawing from past experiences, present experiences, and lineage. It's drawing up a conclusion. And now you, as the high energy source, have the ability to decide or choose what that conclusion is. What do you really want from that experience? How do you want to feel? And then you move to that emanation. Do you think Jesus didn't feel pain? Do you think he didn't feel sadness? Do you think that he did not feel betrayed? Do you think he had to choose? Do you think that he was somehow greater than you as he made that choice? Or do you think he had some help? Do you think that he might have aligned and opened up all of his energy centers and allowed the flow of that current to be the thing that made the choice for him? Nobody's better than you. Nobody's higher than you. Nobody has it all figured out more than you. It's simply a source of energy that is available to you, that you can tap into, that you can have, that you can flow into the body that you are experiencing in. Isn't it good to know that it's there? Isn't it good to know that you are it? Isn't it good to know that you are chasing something that doesn't need to be chased? That it's right there on your heels, following you, waiting for you? We hope that you get this transmission with the love and intention we are sending it. We are here as activators, as empowerers, as teachers. We have a conduit that is open, and we have a large energy source that is able to flow into it, that is now flowing out to you. And as you choose it, as you pick it up, as you decide to become that, because you are that, you too will be activators, transmitters of this energy, and teachers. And you too will lift humanity as you do it. There's nothing to aspire to. There's nothing to look up to. There's nothing to chase after. It is a decision that one makes in the desire that they hold to align to themselves. We don't think we can be any clearer than that. You are the power. You are the one. You are the picker, the chooser, the decider, the creator of the life experience you are living, and the one that is being lived in all that is. Your planet has expanded to such a degree by the desires that humans have held in their suffering that it has now reached a tipping point where there is a desire for no more suffering. Many of you that are lodged in the 3 energy centers that you are in upon the earth plane in its 3D dimension are not able to perceive a life that would be different than that. How is it possible? There's so many bad things going on. There's so many things that can't be corrected. And we would tell you from that position or point that you are in that you cannot see beyond the point or place that you are in. But an elevation in consciousness allows you a new view, a new perspective, and therefore a changing view of your world. You are emanators, creators, through the thought forms that you are sending out. Once you move beyond this 3D dimension that you are in, into the perception of something higher, of an understanding that you are something higher, that you are love, and that you have the ability to create from that emotion, you will no longer need to do it in suffering, because suffering is a decision. It's a choice. Humans have come to believe that suffering is something that happens, that they have to do, and that there is no way out of it. And we would tell you that you can choose your way right out of that, and you can rise in your consciousness to a new way of creating in love. Good day.